What's going on, everyone? John Matrix here with another episode of Breaking Down the Fights. If you're new to the channel, this is a series where I go through and pretty much do what the title says, go through some scenarios and break down my thought process, go over what I did right, what I did wrong, what I could have done differently, what I could have done better, etc., with the hopes of helping you guys improve your gameplay as well as my own. So in this episode, I've got a few scenarios from Hunt Showdown that I'm going to go over. So with all that being said, guys, we're just going to get right on in it. So in this scenario here, I end up in a 1v2 situation. My partner, he likes to run and gun with shotguns. So we spotted some guys here in this building at this clue, and he's pushing up. I see a guy on the roof. I hit shift to ADS, and for some reason it doesn't ADS, so I just sit there and take some shots at him. Don't end up killing him. Man, my partner ends up rushing into the front door, and he gets taken out by another teammate. By another enemy teammate with a shotgun. So now I have high aggro, my partner's down. So I gotta back up and get some cover, get this poison off of me, and just kind of reposition and catch my breath here, I guess, and reassess my scenario. So I'm looking around here trying to see if the guy on the roof is up there so he doesn't pick me off. And I'm just kind of taking my time here and listening, waiting for this poison to wear off so I can heal up. And as I'm healing up here, I hear that they light my partner's body on fire. So pretty much at this point, the decision that I have to make is, do I rush and try to save him and probably die, or do I just play for myself here and see if I can kill them? So that's basically what I do here, is I just take my time, try to see what's going on, get a better position, try to see if I can spot him, and just take him out, because at this point my partner's pretty much dead. There's nothing I can really do for him. So I move to another position. I see a guy in the window being careless, pop him in the head. And I throw a stick of dynamite up there, hoping his partner is in the same room with him or already trying to res him, being there inside, and end up not getting any kind of hit markers on the dynamite. So I'm trying to listen here and see what kind of movement I can hear, if his partner is moving up to res him or not. Take out the horse so I can hear a little bit better. And I don't really hear much movement, so I move up. And I start hearing some footsteps here, people moving around. So at this point, I've pretty much figured that the guy down has been rezzed again. So I'm just slowly, cautiously moving in, trying to hear what I can hear without giving away too much of my own position. Taking my time, peeking, checking corners, and I see a guy coming down the stairs. Take him out. Push back. Reload, and again, take my time, see what I can hear, see if I'm being rushed or not, and I don't, so I'm just taking my time to reload. Hear a guy moving, boom, pop him, and I heard another set of footsteps upstairs, so I know his other partner's up, boom, and I take them out. So, end up, in a 1v2 situation, where I end up taking both those guys out. Unfortunately, I lose my partner. So overall in this scenario, I think I played this about as well as I could. When my partner's body got burned, rushing in there would have more than likely ended up with both of us being killed, especially being that I knew that one of them had a shotgun. So about the only thing that I think that I could have done differently was at the beginning of the fight, where I took high aggro. Instead of pushing all the way back around the house, I could have probably killed the hive and either stayed right there in the cover that I was, or maybe found some cover toward the front of the house that was a little bit better, where I could have kept an eye on my partner's body and potentially had an opportunity to take out one of the enemy teammates as he was trying to burn my partner's body, which would have allowed me to, keep my partner alive, essentially. Would have been able to save his character and taken out the enemy team, or potentially taken out the enemy team. But other than that, I think I played that scenario out about as well as could be expected. So to finish this game out, I end up just extracting to get my partner back into another game. So we're just going to move on to the next scenario. So this scenario here ends up being a pretty interesting scenario overall. Me and my partner are pushing up here to a compound, and it's an interesting situation because this compound right here, there's a boss that's being banished, and literally the compound right behind it is another boss that's being banished. So they're literally right back to each other. So there's an enemy team that's got right back behind this compound that we're pushing up to. So we're trying to get in here and attack these guys before the boss ends up being fully banished. My partner likes to get on comms and talk shit for whatever reason, which gives our position away. So they're talking back here. So he's moving around trying to see inside, and I'm getting ready to throw a dynamite in. And as I get myself in position to throw a dynamite in, he gets jacked in the face by an enemy team with a Sparks. So he gets dropped in one hit. So I'm trying to see where that shot came from. I'm not 100% sure. I think it came from that balcony up there, and so did my teammate. So I'm just trying to look around and see if I can hear anything and see if someone peeks. And I try to get a res here too, but I ended up just having to push back. I get aggro coming in here from this hive. So in this situation here now, I need to get some distance and take out this hive here without trying to die. And I'm trying to get some distance as well because I've got a spark sniper. So I really need to utilize my scope and take advantage of my range advantage. So I heal up here, waiting for this poison to wear off. And the recruit, this is a new recruit that I picked. And the new recruit that I picked here also came with an Agant silencer. And in my infinite wisdom, I decided to just play with it instead of swapping it out. Because I figured, yeah, sure, silence pistol with the sniper could be fun. But it ended up hindering me quite a little bit here. And because of it, in any situation where I tried to push up and try to take an up-close battle, it's not going to go well for me because I don't really have anything that can do good damage up close. So I have to keep my distance here, and I got to utilize my range with my sparks. So I'm finally in a situation here where I've caught my breath, and I can kind of look around and try to assess the situation. And I'm looking around, and I start taking fire from my right over here. See a guy, boom, pop him in the head. So at this point, I'm not sure if that was one of the enemy teammates that has the bounty in this, or if this is just some random person that has come up here and just spotted me and started shooting me as I was trying to reposition myself. So I'm in a situation here where I don't want to push in because I don't have any kind of reliable up-close damage that I can kill someone with. So we're all just in this waiting game scenario. The enemy team here that's in this compound in front of me, they don't want to move because there's an enemy team right behind them that just picked up that bounty and they're not moving. And so we're all just playing this waiting game scenario, trying to figure out who's going to make the next move and just wait to react. So I've taken cover here behind this bush where I'm trying to see what I can spot. And I take a shot from the guy with the sparks over here on the left of me. I see the flash, so I'm trying to duck down here and use this bush for cover so I don't get shot again. And I'm trying to listen to see if they're pushing up on me while I heal. And for whatever reason, the heal bugs out, swaps back to my sparks, and I end up shooting a shot off. Maybe that worked in my advantage and deterred them from moving up. Maybe they thought I saw them and took a shot. But they don't end up pushing up on me here. So I reload my gun, and again, I decide to just push back even further here in just a second to, again, just take advantage of my scope. Because he didn't hit me in the head there, I'm assuming he has a standard sparks and he doesn't have a scoped one. So at this point, I feel like in a one-on-one fight, if I can see him, I'm going to have the advantage over him. So I just need to push back and keep this as much of a distance as I possibly can here to utilize my scope. So I push back into the woods here to just use this as for cover and to just create some more space. So I wander around in those woods there for a minute trying to spot the enemy team, and I end up never seeing them, and they never end up firing at me again. And eventually, with my dark side, I realized that they're leaving the compound. They never burned my teammate's body, so at this point, I just go up there and I end up rezzing him. So overall, from this scenario, I guess the moral of the story is just know that it's okay to take your time. In this situation, especially in a 1v2 situation, a lot of times you have to be patient and wait for the enemy team to make a mistake that you can capitalize on. It didn't really happen in this scenario. I'm pretty sure the one dude that I downed was not part of the enemy team here that was at the compound that got the bounty. I'm pretty sure he was just a random person that showed up in the middle of a fight. I'm pretty sure I never actually saw anyone from the initial team here at the compound. So, but yeah, I mean, just take this as point of reference to, just take your time, make sure you've got good positioning. In this scenario with the gear that I had, the only advantage that I really had was the scope. So I had to just keep as much distance between me and the enemies as possible and try to, used my scope, to my advantage and tried to spot the enemies and take them out. Unfortunately, I never saw anyone else, so that didn't happen. But overall, though, it's also a situation where you can get a win from nothing. We didn't end up getting out with the bounty, but I was able to res my teammate, and we were both able to get out alive. So we didn't gain anything, but we also didn't lose anything in this situation. So with all that being said, I guess we'll just move on to the next scenario. So we've moved up into this compound here. My partner just had to put down a hive that was aggro. We see that the top door is open, and we just get the message here that one of the bounties has been picked up. So he sees someone grabbing the bounty right inside the door, so he's pushing in, and I'm trying to rush up to cover him so he doesn't get killed. Pushing in here. He ends up grabbing one of the bounty tokens. So the enemy team's already pushed out here. We hear some fighting outside, and I'm pushing up to investigate. Spot a guy down there, take a shot, and end up just hitting the wall. Take a shot as my partner drops down here. And this just ends up turning into an all-out brawl down here. I drop down, try to spot what's going on. Hear a bunch of shooting. My teammate goes down. See these two guys, and I end up killing them. And I don't realize that I'm out of ammo here as I'm trying to pick up the bounty, and the game's not cooperating. So I'm just going to pause it here for just a quick second. So I'm trying to pick up the bounty here so that I can spot where the next enemy team is, because I know there's still at least one guy left somewhere. So as I'm picking up the bounty, I end up taking a shot from my left from a guy with a shotgun, and I don't realize I'm out of ammo yet because I'm just trying to pick up the bounty here so I can, again, try to spot where the enemy team is, and if they're close, then I would, try to engage them. But I'm also, my partner's down here, so my thought process is get the bounty, spot where they're at. If they're close, engage them. If not, then try to res my partner. So what ends up happening here, I take a shot from the left of me from a guy with the shotgun, and I don't realize that I'm out of ammo. I take a few shots, nothing happens. Then I realize I'm out of ammo. So the only other thing I have is a machete. So I immediately run to the cover of the trees there to keep him from having line of sight on me. And as he's coming around, I hear him moving around, and I just pop out and ambush him and take him out with a machete.
I'll fuck him out.
Play for yourself, dude.
Got him.
So the overall situation I want to talk about here is just that part of the scenario at the end where I'm out of ammo, trying to pick up the bounty, and I get shot. And it could have easily turned into a situation where, I panicked, I'm out of ammo, and, you get confused and you hesitate and you end up getting killed. But, I ended up just taking my time, utilizing what cover I had around me, switched to the machete, and I ended up killing the guy instead of him killing me. And so that's kind of really what I want, you guys to take from that scenario is just, take your time. It's easy to panic in that kind of a situation, but just take your time. Use what cover you can, use your environment to your advantage, and just do what you can to try to get the win out of that scenario. So overall, what could I have done better? What could I have done different? Obviously, instead of trying to pick up the bounty from the guy, I could have reloaded, made sure that I had ammo in my gun. That probably would have been the better idea overall, but I really wanted to go ahead and pick up the bounty so I could get the dark sight boost and see where the enemy was and see if I had time to res my partner. But in hindsight, probably reloading would have been the better maneuver to do. But it ended up working out in the end, and my partner and I end up getting the bounty, and we end up extracting. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for this video. I hope this helps you guys out. Hope you guys learned something. Feel free to use the comments, down below the video to let me know what you guys think I could have done different or what I could have done better in the various scenarios. Because that's what these videos are about. These videos are not about just me pointing out what I could do better to help you guys out, but also for me to learn and to improve my gameplay as well. So, let me know what you guys see that I could have done better, could have done different. But yeah, thanks for checking out the video, guys. Thanks for checking out the channel. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like, feel free to subscribe. I have a lot of various content, mostly for Hunt Showdown. But yeah, feel free to check out the rest of the channel if you want. You can follow me on Twitter if you would like to, at JohnMatrix69. And I also stream over on Twitch, over at twitch.tv/JohnMatrix69. So if you want to, feel free to stop by my Twitch channel, say hello, check it out. I play a lot of variety of games, mostly shooters, but I do have gamer ADD, so I do jump around from games a lot. Mostly playing Hunt Showdown, Escape from Tarkov, and PUBG, but also got some Call of Duty Blackout in there, and some Battlefield 5. Pretty much really only play PC games, but anyway, again, yeah, thank you guys very much for checking out the video and the channel. Really appreciate it. And again, yeah, if you liked it, feel free to like, feel free to subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one.
He got me. Another dude came around from the side and got me.
Down the boat! Tell me that was in chat. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. I heard you down both of them. That's what you said. I didn't hear anything else.
Fuck's in-game speech. Guy on the roof. Two guys on the roof. Two guys on the roof.
I gotta heal. I gotta heal.
All right. I just used my sensor. Two guys on the roof.
Yeah, they're right above us.
I'm out of heals, boys.
Do you need health?
I have 1 bar burn.
Do you have, like, are you full for what you can have?
No. I'm short, short bar.
Here. Stand still. There.
Thank you. You're selling. Let's go say hi. Fuck these guys. Clock tower.
Yep.
Yeah, one's down. One's downstairs now. Northeast, 60. No, he's back up. There's gonna be a ladder back here.
Yeah, I'm backing up to get a shot on these guys with my sniper.
Okay. Yeah. Keep them busy. Play for yourself, as always.
I don't see him up there.
Right above me. Oh, I gotta move. I moved.
Tag one.
Nice.
He's down.
Yeah, his buddy's going. I'm out of
His buddy's
I'm
still
going
up
for
top
his boy.
somewhere.
Yeah, I'm going for him. Fuck. I'm on the roof. He's down.
Nice. Salute all these fucking people.